Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. It's so good to see you. I hope you guys are well, feeling loved, safe, and protected. Welcome to those who are new. Welcome to those returning. I super appreciate each and every one of you. If you like the content, do not forget to like it, follow, or subscribe. Leave a comment and share it with your friends, okay? It truly does help the messages to get out to who it needs to go to. So today, as I've been going about my day, right, I keep hearing that song all by myself. Like, I don't want to sing it for you, but it's like all by myself. And that it is, I keep seeing the word paranoia. So, really interesting energy. I am going to start with an angel prayer today and just see what they want to say. Okay. I'm going to go with it's protection. Okay, so thank you, Metatron, Michael, and angels for surrounding us in protective light. We know we are safe as you wrap your light and wings around us. Okay, so I don't know if you feel a little, and that's the other one was, I kept seeing the root chakra, but in the reverse. So it's like insecurities, unsettled is what keeps coming out. So there's like so I've been very distracted trying to get in here to make this. Somebody's mind is going like a mile a minute, right? Jupiter. Perhaps there is conflict around growth and abundance, right? Okay, let's see. And you know what's funny is Scorpio South Node. So Scorpio, ruler of the 8th house, very intense energy, okay? Very intense energy, secretive, extreme, powerful, South Node, old habits, the past, unfinished business, right? Stagnancy, limitations. Now, Scorpio is also, the 9th house. This could be legal. This could be thoughts, this could be travel, this could be spirituality as well. So, Scorpio is the ruler of the 8th house. 8th house does have to do with the occult. And South Node, I'm not loving this. I'm not loving the energy I'm sitting in. You know, and I keep seeing things. 7 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so betrayals and things done in the dark are coming to light. Whether this is like spiritual law, whether this is physical law, right? I do feel like I keep seeing jail. Okay, I keep seeing jail cells. But anywho, I do keep seeing like the 7 of Swords. So, but in the reverse, somebody can't escape this. Something's coming out. There is something, and then I also keep seeing like the 7 of Wands in reverse. And this is somebody who, you know, can't defend themselves. Anywho, here we go. I get distracted. Today I'm like super distracted. Mercury. It's your mind. It's your mental state, right? It's how we communicate. It's our thoughts. It's our communication. Virgo, Gemini, Wednesday, which is not today. I was gonna say it's not today. This could be travel, short trips. Mercury can also be technology, right? 12th house. There's something done in the dark, okay? There's something in the past. There's something hidden here. Pisces energy, right? There's something hidden. Endings, isolation. And that's why I keep hearing that. All by myself. You know, and I'm like, what is happening? Somebody feels isolated in their own, in their thoughts. sorry, I don't want to sing for you. My throat's a little, yeah. Yeah, like, please do not. So Scorpio South Node came out together. So there is something in the past that may involve transformation, but I'm getting more. There's an intense energy from the past. Let's leave it there. Let's see what comes out. 9th house, I am heavy getting law, legal, spiritual law. Okay, could be 3D law, but I do feel there was some. 9th house is also like ethics. Like there was something done in the past that is very intense. Somebody is thinking about this heavily or wanting to communicate this. Something with electronics or technology, something is coming to an end. All these things are coming out. You know, it's funny, it's like, today they had me pull out, like, you know, the, Nightmare Before Christmas deck. And I was like, oh my god, like, is this scandalous? Something a little nightmarish, right? Okay, so let's just pull it out and let's just see what happens, okay? And then we'll keep it, we'll go from there. So we have South Node, we have something in the past, we have a very powerful energy from the past. You have 9th house, you have Mercury, you have 12th house, okay? I do want to keep this short because I got to get on my other live. Okay, what's this Scorpio South Node? 7 of Candles, okay? So this is like the 7 of Wands. This is somebody trying to justify something from the past. Okay? Somebody trying to defend themselves from the past. But 7 of Wands can also be like, there's a struggle here. Okay? There's some kind of conflict. There's some kind of struggle. Something that somebody's trying to defend themselves from. Okay? Now, this can also be you being highly protected. Okay, so I'm going to pull one more, please. What else? All right, so you have the 8 of Wands. Whatever this is, it's quick. Okay, this 8 of Wands, there is some kind of action or some kind of change. There's some kind of movement here. Okay, and it has to do with something very intense from the past. What's this 9th house? Judgment. I'm telling you, there's something illegal. Damn it. Tower. Judgment. Shit. 3 of Pentacles. There's a group under Judgment. Okay, so you have 3 of Pentacles. You have a group under Judgment. And this is like a sudden, when I'm saying something is moving quickly, something is moving quickly. There is a tower here. You know, the tower is upheaval, shock. Something there, this judgment could be happening in the spiritual, but I almost feel like it's also happening here. Somebody made a judgment call. There's a group. And it's going to be shocking. And I do feel like it does involve legalities. This is just what is in my third eye, what I've been seeing all day. Okay, what's this Mercury? Ooh, that spun around. Okay, they don't regret this at all. You have a Queen of Wands that does not regret this. Okay, so you have 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is usually, you know, there's some kind of neglect, there's failure, there's loss, there's, you know, whatever. But in the upright, I mean, in the reverse, somebody doesn't regret this, whatever was done. And it's showing as a Queen of Wands. Somebody, you know, the Queen of Wands can be a very witchy energy. The Queen of Wands can be somebody who uses, you know, energy passionately to do something. Okay, maybe you're going to be getting communication about this. Maybe this is the person who's thinking like this, like they're thinking about all of this from the past. I do feel like somebody will be getting some kind of information here. Okay, 10 of, yeah, this is not good. Okay, so you have the 10 of Cups, honey, in reverse. Okay, so you have this 10 of Cups moment. This is, you know, lack of abundance, lack of fulfillment, not happy with whatever was hidden. It's coming out. Could be about a partnership, okay? But I am getting like something from the past, something that was meant to be hidden is coming out, and this is making somebody very unhappy, okay? Where do you want to go? Not this one, okay. Just kidding. We'll use the Kipperish. Okay, so this could have been somebody who was a boss, somebody that you worked with and no longer work with. This could be a King of Wands energy in the reverse, somebody who wanted to take the lead on something, but it was kind of weird, kind of wanky, you know? All right, what is this? Okay. Interesting. So it has to do with some kind of manifestation. 7 of... Oh. Okay. So Ice King, this is King of Swords energy. You have manifested help. Okay? You know how I said, like, this 7 of Candles, this is like protection. Like, you are highly protected while somebody else has to defend themselves. You, because you're sitting in this energy, whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you're creating, you have called in angelic support. What's this 9th house? Let me get one more. The twin flame wanted to come in. Okay. These are people that tried to bind you to something, attach you to something, but it was in the reverse. They can no longer, you know, treat you unfairly. Okay. This also involves some spell work. I'm telling you, there's manipulation here. Whether you oh yeah, honey. Whether you believe in spell work, or we can just call it manipulation, energy manipulation. This is all going back. So if somebody was trying to treat you poorly, if somebody was trying to bind you to something, slow you down, stop something, whatever it is, attach something to you, attach themselves to you, this isn't working out. This 9th house, now I will tell you, I with this Judgment and Tower and this group, look, courthouse in reverse. Something was done that was illegal. It was a group, okay? Let's talk about this Mercury and these. Okay, rich guy is the King of Pentacles in reverse. Was this a business? Did somebody take money to do some kind of, I just heard mental manipulation. Did somebody use money to do this? Or is there a business that's falling apart? Let's see. Because you moved away. Ooh. Or they paid somebody at a distance. This might have been, you might have thought this person might have been a soulmate. Soulmates do not have to be love. They can be friends as well. Okay. So stop here. So self-love in reverse. These are people who don't know how to love themselves. These are people who are insecure, you know, in their own skin, right? All right, let's take this one. What do you want to tell us? It didn't work because you are loving yourself, right? Whatever it was that they were trying to do, you stepped into who you were meant to be. You're no longer sitting in that energy of imposter syndrome. You're stepping out into your true authentic self. Okay? This is why you have angelic support here for whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. 9 plus 5, that's 14. 5, there's a major change that's coming in for you, right? You're no longer sitting in the energy of being an imposter. Imposter syndrome is what they keep saying. You may have had somebody from the past who tried to copycat you, maybe energetically, if we're talking energy, but also maybe not. Like, they may have tried to look like you, tried to act like you, tried to be you for a energetic purpose, right? Also something legal. Yeah. They thought that so they thought because you were sweet, you were compassionate, you were innocent, that this was going to work out for them. But honey, that made it all go back, right? These people were not that way. And you might have seen them. That's why I'm saying, like, for some of you, this could be a friend that you thought, you know, they thought you were innocent. I just heard the word naive, right? And they thought that they could get away with something here legally. Okay. I'm telling you, they were after some kind of abundance, some kind of fortune. This did not work out for them. If money was taken from you, it's coming back. It's coming back. Whatever you lost will come back tenfold, right? I think that's what they say. So, let's find, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there is some weird energy here, okay, with this, something nefarious, something diabolical. Oh shit, here we go. Yeah. There's some kind of spell work or some kind of divination. Somebody's intuition really kicked in. Okay, maybe you're a Capricorn, maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn, maybe this is talking about work, right? 10th house, career, ambition, reputation, right? This is because you came to life with unconditional love, people thought that they could abuse this. People may have been addicted. I can't show you a lot of that. They were addicted to doing something behind closed doors. Okay, and it has to do with your ideas, your creativity, your imagination, a new beginning for you. Somebody wanted to put an end to your happiness, to your fulfillment. Something spiritual, something unseen, but you loved yourself. Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay. So then I'm taking out these. These are kind of like, because it does seem legal side. Let's just take a look. These people were low vibrational. Okay, they want to, and that's what I'm saying is like, okay, so if they were sending spell work to you at one point in your time with these people, you may not have been at a high vibration, right? So whatever they were sending had something to ground. It was able to ground. But as you started to love yourself, as you started to really step into your own, all of that low vibrational energy didn't have anywhere to go, you know? Was this like a past lover, past, an ex? Or was this like, this is going with the partners, right? Were these people that you partnered up with, whether it's life, business, friends, whatever, right? But no, you are no longer. Insurance. And see, this is falling with that. Was there some kind of insurance fraud? Life insurance policy has to do with family. Okay, so maybe you consider these people family, which is funny because this is falling with that 10 of Cups, right? It has to do with family. Did you feel like these people were family? Were these people actual family, right? That did things behind your back? Because look at them. They all have their back to you. Okay, they're in the shadow. For some of you, that's a yes, okay? Something happened on social media. The dark web, maybe. Look at it, it's black and white. Something happened on with this. I'm telling you, there's something with technology here. They watched you. Look at it. They watched you through technology. They kept an eye on you. Something about technology. If it's not social media, if you don't have social media, that's cool. It could be a platform, but it could also be through technology. They've kept an eye on you. This person was supposed there may be a water sign, okay, or a water sign may be involved. They hate to see you happy. These people are angry. There's a lot of rage here. They hate to see you happy. You being happy is kind of like your spiritual justice, okay? Yeah. Look, your guides, your angels, your ancestors, they're all around you. They're protecting you right now. Okay. Yeah. I'm telling you. Let me see. Something's falling apart. They can't. There's something falling apart. They're trying to take this. They're trying to take the trash out. They're trying to get rid of something. Optical illusion. Yeah, at one point you were in an illusion. You saw these people as family, friends, somebody close that you trusted. I'm really amazed at your abilities. Or these people have gone, like I'm telling you, they've paid somebody somewhere. Energetic abilities is really what I'm thinking. Let's see. I'm telling you, something's happened digitally that they're worried about, that this needs to end. This happened behind the scenes. All things hidden, unseen. 12th house, right? Something happened digitally. Let's see. Let's get a last one. Yeah, look, you have low vibe people over here, and now here you are looking towards the sun, following the light, just like those sunflowers, you know. And this is why whatever they're doing, whatever they're sending to you or speaking about you, it doesn't stick. It doesn't hold up. You know, you have this high vibration. That's why your angels are around you, right? Okay, what's that? Angels, God, higher power stepping in to help you, okay? So, let me see where they want to go. Okay. So you have some things going on. If you are somebody who believes in energetic work, you know, spell work and things like that. Let's see. Yeah. I'm telling you, somebody wanted to bind you mentally. This is why I was so distracted. This is somebody who wanted to manipulate your thoughts. These are people that tried to manipulate your thoughts and your emotions. They wanted you to become dependent on them in some kind of way, so they can continue to manipulate you. Generational wounds, okay? What I am, see, and that's that family in reverse, right? So, yeah, I'm totally getting this. I do feel whoever I am talking to, you've put in this work. You started to love yourself, right? You started to turn your vibration around. At one point, you were low vibrational because you were dealing with generational wounds. You decided, you know, before you even came here on this earth, whatever, right? You were going to break these generational wounds and curses. You were going to break these generational patterns. So you have had a very difficult life, but at one particular moment, and why does my throat want to close whenever I'm talking about this? Because they don't want it. They don't want, there are energies out there that do not want you to know. You have chosen a beautiful path. You chose to clear out your ancestral lines, karma. You know, you came here, you decided to break the mold and break the patterns and break free from whatever has been weighing your family line down. So at one point, you know, you had a lot of unhealed trauma, a lot of emotional baggage. This can be passed down through your lineage, and it starts to affect you behaviorally. Okay, it starts to affect your life choices. So at one point, you were there. You were easy to manipulate because you were living in trauma, living in baggage. Somebody along the way chose to better themselves. You know, again, mind magic. People are trying to manipulate you. They are royally screwed. You are so highly thought of. You are so highly protected. God, higher power. I'm telling you, your angels are here helping you. So please keep going. You could have people doing some kind of revenge work because they didn't like the fact that you left. You know, they couldn't manipulate you anymore. They couldn't take advantage of you. So this could be, you know, and I am also getting, they paid somebody. Okay, they paid people. If they couldn't do it themselves, they paid somebody. So you may have even practitioners that are doing some kind of revenge work because it bounced back, right? Any last thing, and then we'll close it up. So, using spiritual beliefs or practices to avoid painful emotions, truths leading to unhealed wounds. Somebody wanted spiritual bypassing. So this is like, they didn't want you to heal. They wanted you to sit in those emotional feelings. They wanted you to sit in those wounds, right? That's horrible. Why would you wish that on anybody? All right, let's get a couple of these. What do you want to say? All right, so you have the 9 of Swords. So this is in reverse. So this is somebody coming out of fear and anxiety, somebody coming out of, you know, depression. But on the other side, it can be extreme mental illness. Okay, so they may have done something so much, hoped that this was your energy, right? That they were going to keep you, but it's not working. It's going back. So you could be dealing with people who are, this came out on the, they didn't want you to see your, you know, things that were meant for you. They wanted you to sit in apathy. They wanted you, things to bypass you, right? Especially with this on the fence here. So this is definitely like, I would say with the 4 of Cups, this is like apathy is what they keep saying. You know, they wanted you to sit on that divine offer. Those things that you were trying to manifest and pull in, they didn't want you to see that. They wanted you to see nothing but the empty cups. Cancer is here. Yeah. They did not want you to get this new start, this new beginning, this abundance, this prosperity, this stability, because they are imbalanced. And I'm telling you, something is happening on social media. Is this like a social group? Is this like some kind of like online group, online coven, online whatever, right? There's something going on online. Judgment. These people are under judgment for what they have done. All right, any last bless it. They tried to steal money from you. King of Wands. Now they're confused up in the clouds. Oh, bless it. Yeah, so there was something taken from you, tangible. Okay, King of Wands energy, you know, this King of Wands, you know, this is usually someone who takes the lead. Okay, King of Wands, this can be a masculine witchy energy as well, because we are dealing with that. There's some kind of manipulation, some kind of energetic manipulation that may have been done. This person now, you know, this is what I'm getting. So if this is like a past situationship, if this is a past, you know, relationship, whatever this is, right? They're going to come in and say, I was so confused. We're soulmates. Like, this is, I'm telling you, this person or these people are not done manipulating you. This is why the divine is stepping in. This is why your angels are here. That's why higher power is here. Because they ain't going to do it. No, they're not going to do it. You know, all of that impulsiveness, all of that recklessness, all of that, that's going back. You know, it's just, no. No. So, all right, I'm going to get you a couple mantras. Let's keep the vibe high. Continue on your path and your purpose. There is something weird on online, on social media, on the computer, in technology. So whether this is like some online group or something, like, just be aware. These readings, this energy check-in is not meant to cause you any kind of stress or anything like that. It's meant to be like confirmation or some kind of clarity for your situation. My presence lingers in their thoughts long after I have left the room. You left a long time ago. People cannot let you go. It's your energy, okay? It's that high vibe that people are addicted to. We had that card come out. The more wealth in my hands, the more good circulates in the universe. And that's it, right? You are meant to have these blessings. You are meant to have these resources because you are meant to do something good with it. All right. And maybe these people did use divination. Maybe these people did see this in a reading and, you know, they wanted to manipulate it somehow, some way for themselves. The thing is, God, the universe, the angels see everything, all the unseen, this 12th house, the subconscious, what's in your mind, what's in your heart, and what you've done behind closed doors and in the dark. Okay, so what is meant for you will always find you, especially if you are trying to do good things for people, right? My energy is expensive and exclusive. It is. You learned your boundaries. You learned how to protect yourself and protect your energy. You learned 32, blah, I can't even speak. You learned how to protect yourself. You learned that not everybody has the right to your inner circle, right? We're here to help. You know, a lot of us are here to help and we are here to lead people, but we don't have to let them into our own personal energy, right? So you learned about healthy boundaries, and for that, God, the universe, the angels have seen that, and they want to reward you for it. It's now time for this to come in. I always receive exactly what I ask for, or better. For some of you, you asked for these people. You prayed for these people. You wanted to be with these people, but God saw what was going on. God saw what was being done, what was being said about you. You see the best in people. Sometimes that's detrimental, right? So you may have asked for some of these people as friends, as partners, as relationships, but the thing is, if you got rejected, it's God's protection. Okay? And this is you receiving better. You deserve better. You will get better. Everyone I desire desires me more. Okay? So, let's get an angel prayer for this. Let's call it good. Oh my goodness. Okay. Healing the heart. Thank you, Archangel Azrael and angels, for surrounding me in your healing light. I allow my heart to heal as I remember there is no separation between heaven and earth. I know I am safe. My loved ones are on the wings that take me forward. And so it is. That's beautiful, right? So I feel like you guys have some ancestors that are also here helping this, you know, because this is like your loved ones with angels' wings, helping to take you forward. And again, you guys are here breaking these generational curses, these generational patterns, clearing your lineage of this karma. So your angels, but also your ancestors, are incredibly proud of you. Okay. I love you, and I thank you so incredibly much for being here. Do not forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share this with your friends, okay? If you guys are interested in any energetic work, you know, chakra balancing, aura cleansing, cord cuttings, things like that, if you're interested in a spiritual guidance session with me, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can email me or book through Hipsy. Again, thank you guys so much for all of your love, your support, energetically and otherwise. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.